You know, on the field trips that they take me on, they say the last field trip is gonna be the granddaddy of them all. And no one knows when that'll be, not even they selves know. You know, they say it's like God, you just have to be prepared for it when it comes. But they did tell me this, that those who go doesn't have any say-so or control on whether you'll return or not. But it will be relaxing and very quiet and peaceful, as if you was in a library. Can y'all figure out what that field trip is?
Mm-hmm.
What?
The final ride.
The OD. You don't know if you're coming back or not. You ain't got no say-so. That's the granddaddy field trip of them all. I'm gonna be on the bus stop. Thanks, man. Anyway, okay, my name is Kenneth Williams, and I do heroin with fentanyl and crack. And I'm gonna do for the people, I'm gonna try to illustrate the power of God as I read my speech to you. And I say the power of God because I done been stabbed 4 different times, shot 3 different times, poisoned twice, serious accidents twice, where they flew me on a helicopter from one city to city, ran into a brick wall, broke 10 ribs, my collarbone, my lungs was bleeding. So this is called underhanded. Now, this is how I met a woman, Christina, who quickly became my everything. I mean, I put her on a pedestal so high that one would put their mother, grandmother, wife, or daughter. Yeah, you see, in my opinion, the heart will always have an empty void that can only be fulfilled by a significant other. And I know the unconditional love my loved ones hold for me. But I thought Christina's love was unconditional too, even though she stated when we first met that you gonna trust me even when you know you shouldn't. Guess what? I did too, putting my life and health in danger so many times. I swear dating her felt as though I was going through another semester of school, becoming more cold and heartless, manipulative and cunning, and better at isolating myself from others. Our lovemaking was so great and intense that no one could convince me that heaven was better. That lovemaking, while satisfying my euphoric feeling, it was unbeknownst to me that it was weakening my hormones, lessening my percentage of increasing my bloodline and amazing ancestry. She made me feel so good that I was content with being homeless for the last 4 or 5 years. And she assured me that we didn't need shelter, electric, or gas for us to make love, when we can make love in vacos, abandoned cars, gangways, and alleys, even on some rooftops under the moonlight. And she would often release her wrath of jealousy upon me if I dared to date another woman, by making me go for weeks and days neglecting my hygiene. One look is showing the world, you take one look at me, that I was hers. She said that I don't need to take out another when we can go out on our own dates. I often wondered, did she forget to tell me that those dates were like revolving doors in and out of jails and institutions? But she said there'll be many that are just like me, you know, covering all my furs. And another thing, she also accompanied me to these jails and institutions, as I thought she was trying to relax me so I wouldn't go through anxiety, only to find out that wasn't what she was there for. She was there for me to continue on with this madness, this sickness, my addiction, to make sure that I didn't hear or see nothing that would encourage me to leave her alone. That's all I got.
So OG.
Yeah.
Christina.
Oh, Christina, she is crack.
I understand.
And as I would have went on, she introduced me to Fiana. Later on, that's fentanyl. This is a book, relationship with these women. They become my everything, made me leave my family, and I'ma marry them. Can't do nothing without.
So these are some strong women that you picked out.
Yeah, very strong. I ain't had no idea that they could be so influential. Hey, shit.
So let's talk about some of the influence of these two young ladies that you picked out. How long have you been dating them?
About 30 years.
About 30 years?
Yeah.
How has the relationship been between you and Christine and the other young lady?
Well, see, when it first started, they, you know, like Satan, they tricked me. They give you everything you want, you know, make you feel so good, like you on top of the world. You laugh and you party and everything, but it's all a mirage, a setup, you know. And as time go on, the parties no longer was fun. I needed them to function just to feel normal. And in order for me to feel normal and for them to come to me now, they made me do a lot of things that, you know, that was illegal, and things associated with people that I wouldn't even want to be caught dead with, you know. So, yeah, they did quite a bit.
What are some of the worst things that they had you do? That you can talk about?
Have my 93-year-old mama as my getaway driver. And I'm the only child. But, yeah.
So hold on.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me Christine and what was the other lady name?
Fiana.
Fiana.
Yeah.
That's a nice name.
Yeah.
She sounds super strong. That's a strong name right there.
They are super strong and powerful, never get tired.
Never get tired, huh?
Nah, they can goddamn me date me and 1,000 million more at the same time. That's something they ain't know.
Ooh.
1,000 million, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So they can date a whole nation of you.
Yeah, at the same damn time. She told me too, nigga, I'll mess with your mom and your daddy at the same damn time.
And you accepted her telling you this?
I had to, cause she had me at the time, you know, you won't accept the things if you first meet, so you know, just like you, once, like a woman, once you get it, then you will show them that other side, that they in love with you already, you know? They had me.
Okay, so I heard you say earlier that you had broken bones, you'd have been stabbed.
Yeah.
Now, was this during the time that you was dating?
Yeah, man. God, that's why I know, man. God, and I want it, man. Because I also got one I want to work on. It's called In Denial with God. And he bring me along to show me the great power that he has that I would never understand. You know, I got stabbed in my eye, my neck, 13 staples up here, right here, got shot in my artery where they had to take one out this leg, got shot in my chest, then right here again. These all different times, got poisoned twice in an accident coming from Atlanta. My partner fell asleep. They flew me from Manchester, Tennessee to Chattanooga, Tennessee to Erlanger Hospital. Then, like 2 years ago, I hit a truck, then ran to a brick wall and broke 10 ribs, my collarbone, lungs was bleeding, OD'd, to where I ain't get up when the ambulance came. I ain't get up when they put that IV in my arm. I woke up 9:30 the next day with John Doe on my wristband, and they wouldn't let me go. Called security till they found out who I was. And when I did that, I woke up, was in the house. It happened Saturday. I woke up Wednesday, and I left Friday, because they know I don't like staying in the hospital. Left 3 times. Like 2 weeks ago, I had infection in my bloodstream, in my lungs, and adult pneumonia. That was on paper. I left 3 times out the hospital. Shit.
Oh, gee, it sounded like you done had everything you was to have.
Oh, man. Shit, God is...
like Humpty Dumpty.
God is great. You heard me?
Talk about it.
Shit, I just told you.
Now talk about how good God is.
Hey, you will never understand it, because I still don't know. But you see all he brought me through? Shit, I got staples all up here, nerves ain't came back yet. Hey, man, and he still bringing me through. And I got to change my ways for he take his, take his palms off me. His palms of protection.
So, OG, you sound like a very intelligent man. I mean, you wrote a story that's a metaphor of crack cocaine as well as fentanyl.
Yeah.
You named the crack Christine.
Yeah.
You named the fentanyl, what's her name? Fiana?
Yeah, Fiana. Yeah.
All right, and what made you come up with that? What was the inspiration?
Man, I can't tell you. It just be coming to me, man. That's what I'm saying. God, it'll come to me, bang. And I got one call. See, and I've been through my life being blessed with death so many times. That's why I came up with an associate of death. Because that's who I be socializing with, it seems like, as well as a lot of my partners and friends and loved ones that I grew up with that's no longer here, as we all associate with, you know. It's just been fortunate and I've been blessed. I don't know why, because I certainly don't deserve it, to walk away from it, you know. And I got one called the addict who never used. Like I say, I'm the only child, and that's with me and my mom. She 93, like an angel. And she gonna give me her last. If she ain't got it, she gonna borrow it. And she know where the money going, you know what I'm saying? So, I know she codependent enabler, but I named the addict who never used because she like an addict as well. Her money going towards drugs, but she just not using, but she suffering the negative consequences of an addictive use by being late on bills, losing shit, you know, cause of me, you know.
So that really makes sense, because you said earlier that, you know, your 93-year-old mom was the getaway driver.
Yeah.
So, man. Just for clarification, because I'm still a little dumbfounded. Was she 93 when she was the getaway driver?
Yeah, well, she was 91 or 92.
Okay, so tell us this story. Tell us what's going on.
Shit, we go out to eat or whatever, then I eat fast so I can tell her I'm finna go smoke a cigarette in the car, and I go to a store, hit something, and then sometime I tell her to take me to the store. And you know, my mom never drank or smoked a day in her life, never been locked up. So, man, you ought to see how when those feelings come back when I'm in jail, a nigga cry. Because, and then she be so nervous, but she want to look out for her little boy and make sure I'm cool. She don't want to do it, but she don't know at the time until this story happen continuously, you know. And she just want to look out for her little boy. And you know, you gonna always be mom, little boy. And
so y'all did get away that time, though, right?
Yeah,
okay,
get away
that's all I needed to hear.
We don't. I'm
she was 91 and had that wheel.
Yeah, you know.
Slide.
Yeah.
So you would say your mother's a blessing?
Yeah, man. Look, one time we went to the bank. She took the keys out because she said, shit, yo, you ain't going nowhere. And it started pouring down raining, man, I swear to God. And I say, damn, what's she gonna do? Not thinking that I could just run and get the keys, you know, and then go pick up. But I'm like, damn, she gonna get, so all of a sudden I say, well, shit, she one of God's angels. He got it. Hey, man, when she came out that bank, and man, it started raining like that, man, and the sun came out. It messed me up, and I ain't laughed at her response then, but when I thought about it in the aftermath, because she was so nonchalant, I told her, she say, oh, yeah, and you know, but that messed me up, man. And God, see, when you slow down to think of the blessings and hear the signals and signs that he give you, you will see him working with you and on you, man. Because in my eyes so much smooth, you won't believe it. It be scary. Just like with this, I come over to see Q to check on her. I'm from over off.
Don't say where you're from. Don't say where you're from.
Yeah, well,
But you came to check on Q, that's good enough.
more than 12 blocks away. You know, just come check. I ain't saying, wow, look at this opportunity I get right here. Shit be happening, man.
So if you say your mother is a blessing,
Yeah, I was born to an angel.
why put her through the addiction?
It's not that I want to, but like I say, Christina, messing with her is like going through another semester of school. I become more cold and heartless, more cunning, manipulative, and all that. I don't want to do it. That's why when I'm locked up and those feelings start coming, I cry in that cell. You know how I did that woman. You know.
And she's never engaged with him.
No, never.
You know, parents, you know, they have a sense of protection for the for the young ones.
Yeah,
At some point, you had to realize that, like, you know, she didn't want Christina or Fiona to be your girlfriend.
I always realized that at the beginning, you know what I'm saying, because she continues to tell me she'd be glad when I get my life together. And she just went to the hospital, the doctor, Wednesday, and he asked her, do she got a will? Has she made a will? If not, then she need to, because say her heart real bad. And see, when I wasn't born, my mom got hit by a train and it killed my 8-year-old sister, knocked my mama 100 feet down the track. Doctor told us she couldn't have no more kids from her injury, and she was on birth control. And I still popped out. So I don't know what God got or want me to do, but I'm gonna do this right, and I might reach some people if it's just one. You know.
I think it's safe to say at this point you were destined to be here. You done been through stabbings, poisonings, shootings.
Just don't know, man. It's done been where 2 of my friends done got killed. I'm right there.
So let me ask this.
Man,
this is a serious question. I mean, all this has been serious, metaphorically speaking.
Okay.
What is it going to take for you to get rid of them hoes?
Well, right now, I'm ready. And actually, I said I was going to get rid of Christina after tonight, you know. But it's more harder. It's more easier said than to be done. But I'm actually ready because I see the potential I have, and I'm saying that God want me to do something, and it feels like I'm in a rush for time to where I want to do His bidding before anything do happen. I want to get it out there, and in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to leave them alone, you know. because it's hard to see when you speaking to somebody, your mind and your heart have to be in accord with one another for you to hold their attention. And when you're doing wrong, that's not going to happen, and they can see the seriousness in you, I guess, when you know, because you're not gonna, and you still doing wrong. You know, I went to college, took up criminal justice, want to be a juvenile officer for the kids. And the day before I was supposed to start doing juvenile work, volunteer work at the juvenile facility, I got caught with an ounce of crack. And I thought it was just my luck at the time. But as I got older, a tad bit wiser with understanding, I understood that was God looking out for those kids, because I wasn't ready to be in their life, and I'm still doing wrong, you know. So it wasn't no bad luck on my behalf. He was looking out for them kids.
Okay, so with you just shared something with us. You said that your mother went to the doctor and the doctor told her to start preparing the will.
Yeah.
Do you think that she would like to see you away from them?
Yeah, she constantly tells me that. And that's what I want to give her, but
what
you
is
know.
It going to take to give her that?
It's going to take me being ready, because you have to do it when you ready. You can't give it to nobody else.
Are you ready?
I believe so. It's going to be harder with the fentanyl, but I'm going to get it done somehow, some way.
So if we can get you to a treatment center, would you be willing to, I know you have to do it for yourself and you have to be ready.
Right.
Would you be willing? Have you did that before?
Man, I'm just scared of that sickness, man. It's a mother. That's why I'm telling you, boy. 2 weeks ago, I was in the hospital, pneumonia and blood infection. Man, I tried to leave that hospital 4:30 in the morning. At 12, I left 3 times, finally getting away. My butt and everything hanging out. That sickness, mother.
When you say sickness, can you define what that means for people who might not understand?
What my body go through. You know, my stomach, my back, everything. I'm throwing up. It's terrible, and you can't do nothing. And if I'm a predator out here, when I'm going through those stages, I'm anybody prey. I'm my prey when I'm like this. I'm they prey, going through sickness.
And what causes the sickness, for clarification?
Not being able to give my body what it's done got addicted to, you know, to function every day, you know. For years, that's what my body been, that's what the intake be. It's like a prescription, so when I don't get it, it's gonna be some type of reaction to it, you know, letting me know I need to get that. Shit, I need to get that. Shit, we gonna go through some terrible things, you know.
I'm not trying to be funny, but you've been stabbed, you've been shot, you say you got staples, you say you've been poisoned, you say you done ran into a brick wall or something like that. Yeah. You say you weren't supposed to be here.
Yeah. I ain't never think and I wasn't even getting high at the time, but I didn't think I'd see 21. And when I saw 21, shit, it surprised me.
So what I was gonna say is, you've been through all that, and you're scared of getting sick.
Man, it's hard to, I can't even,
All right, so and I don't know what that feels like.
Right.
So I'm not judging. We're not judging.
Right.
Once again, the purpose of doing these videos is for us to get this information to people who don't understand this. To bring a personality to the people they might see and they might not understand, and also for us to help connect you guys with resources. So once again, would you be willing to try treatment?
Man, I think the best thing for me, and I know myself, I want to get in a methadone clinic to work, cause you got to go 3 days without the stuff to get Suboxone. And I know me, I'ma leave, cause I can't it's hard to allow yourself to go through something you can get out there and get it. Unless I'm somewhere where I know I can't, like even my son, man. My son in the Navy, he told me, he want me to come San Antonio with him. He say, man, pick any state except Missouri, and I pay for your plane ticket, pay for the treatment if I have to, and go to treatment. So he in San Ann, and I got one in Dallas. So he think I come up there. And he said, you think I'm playing? I told him, I know you're not playing, because you like me, and you don't talk just to be talking.
OG, you're an intelligent man. I mean, you're writing metaphors in the book. You got more stories written up. It sounds like you got a loving, supporting family that's willing to help you out in this.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And it sounds like they're really trying to help you out.
Yeah, but
so the next step for you is what?
Help myself.
And what does that look like?
It's I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing and just tell, cause I don't do that. Tell nobody what they want to hear. I ain't gonna say that just to say it to make it sound good to you. Right. Cause shit, it's that's like a monster, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing, like, when I had to China, I'd be so nervous and scared to where I had to keep a Suboxone on me in my shoe at all times, in case I get locked up. And if I can just get something, that's what I'm waiting for. That's a wrap. Yeah, but that's what I'm waiting for, man. It's just something I could do to get me through, and I won't go through the sickness, man.
Well, look, OG, I know you're afraid of the sickness, but I mean, it sounds like you genuine. It sounds like you want to do this, but we stood in front of multiple people at this point in time, and people say they're serious about it. Then when we try to assist, they back out of it.
Yeah, and some do it, and then they come back to it. So it's all on the person, like Q trying to say. The journey of 1,000 miles started with one footstep. The Chinese said that. So I'm gonna start with one footstep, and I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with Christina tomorrow, cause I'm telling you, I ain't gonna try them both at one time. Even though I wrote a second thing after that for us leaving one and still coating the other.
So you said you was gonna be done with Christina tonight. You said you was breaking up.
Yeah.
So what you mean tomorrow? She shouldn't even be around tomorrow.
Right.
You should be rejecting her phone calls tomorrow.
Mean? Oh man, it's funny you say that, because that's what I would see. That's like that. That'd be God. There'll be signs to me, because see, like I say, when I leave Christina alone, and the second thing I wrote is like, I gotta ignore her many calls, as well as the pleading from Fiana for me to get back with her. You know what I'm saying? Because Fiana want her back, and she gonna be calling me hella. And like I say, I wonder if I should, because I still spend just as more money, if not more, with one than when I had the two. And even though I got one now instead of two, as I decided which would be best for me, it's still dysfunctional and an animalistic relationship, you know, with the one. But I'm gonna tackle one as I go.
So, OG, while we out here on this street talk stuff tonight, OG, if you don't mind, we want to go ahead and give you one of your wishes. I know you say you want to, you know, talk to the youth. At the juveniles.
Yeah.
Now, we don't know how far this video is going to go. But
Okay.
I want you to talk to the juveniles. I want you to talk to anybody who might be thinking about messing with Christina when they come in contact with her, or Fiona when they come in contact with her. What do you have for them? Give them some real stuff.
I'm just gonna tell you this because I'm a man that think before I speak, and I really don't have nothing just like that, but I will tell you this. Don't never trip off the messenger. Trip off the message. As many of you say, well, you doing this and you doing that, how you gonna tell me something? Like I told my kids, I never sugarcoated nothing from them. Don't trip off the messenger. You just listen to the message, because I done did enough that y'all ain't got to do it. And you know, I'm like a book, read me. Cause one thing for sure, you ain't gotta learn from your own mistakes. You can learn from watching others make mistakes and know what not to do. So shit, I'm sitting up here telling you, you gonna be handicapped if you mess with one of these females I'm talking about. It's like you going through society handicap. And you will be prey to anybody who wanna whoop on you or do anything to you at the time. And that's all I got.
Okay, and finally, I know you mentioned your kids a few times, you mentioned your mom. Over these years, I heard you also mention pain and hurt.
Yeah.
I want you to talk to them. You don't have to mention no names, anything like that. I just want you to talk to them and give them a message before we shut down. That's the last thing we got for you.
Well, I ain't got it really, because they know and they been in my life, and they always say stuff that stick to me. Like my daughter, she say, Dad, I be listening to you even when you think I ain't listening. And my son, who I just said, one thing always stick with me. His mama say, don't be like your dad. And he told her, Mom, my daddy's smart as a mom. It's because of him I am what I am today. And those are the best statements, because my daughter, they both told me when they started intercourse, before they told their mothers. That's just how comfortable they is talking to me. And I love them for that. And of course I told them, I gave them 2 weeks to tell their mom, or I was gonna break our, you know, code of silence, because they was better prepared in the prevention of pregnancy. So they did that. And I'm proud of all my kids. Yeah. All of them, they ain't in the street. And I made sure they never get with a man like me. And some girls, you know, like to be with men that remind them of their daddy. No. Never be with a man like me, and they not. And I'm proud of them. Yeah.
I'm good.
And I'm good too. Hey man, it was nice meeting y'all. I thank y'all for that opportunity, man.